welcome to the Boston Harbor. It's tea time, sisters. The Trump administration, led by Betsy Devos, just proposed a new budget for public schools. This proposal includes decreasing the education department's budget by $7.1 billion. You might ask, wait, aren't we already broke? Yes, we are. This money will affect those in high poverty areas the most, eliminating 29 after-school programs and summer programs. So yeah, things seem pretty wild, but where's this money going to? Maybe it's worth the cuts to a child's education. Well, the boss plans on putting $60 million into the charter school program and $700 million into school safety measures. They also plan on putting money into the programs that would allow public school students to choose a private school education. While all these cuts seem extremely important, what I want to focus on is the $200 million cut to literacy programs from across the U.S. $200 million cut from programs used to help teach children reading skills. Now for a segment with our field reporter, Gwen Stefani. Gwen?
Hey Squirrel Girls! Today we'll be testing the reading level of multiple 12th grade students. We picked a well-known 12th grade reading text level for our group to read. To be literate or not to be literate is the question today.
Gas, West, and Arkansas. C, idea, Korea, or Revia.
Or souls but foul.
Dearest creature and
Real zeal, mouth, gauze, gauge, gauge.
fever, neither leisure, scheme, deceiver, heroin.
Foul. What? Haunt but ant.
Canary, oh. Caress, crevice.
Rose does. Now first say finger and then singer.
Scholar, Vickers, and cigar.
Thank you, Gwen. That was extremely enlightening. As a white woman, I'll never be able to fully understand how the cuts to literacy programs affect the Black community. So let's talk to my resident Black person. Hello. Thank you, Mickey and Josh, for joining us today. So how do these cuts affect the Black community as a whole?
Badly.
Wow. I'm truly awestruck. Thank you, Mickey, for joining us today. In a country where 32 million, 14% of the adult population is not literate, this cut will be detrimental for the leaders of tomorrow, particularly those in minority population. In a country that boasts about being one of the most modern and forward-thinking countries in the world, why are we 16th in adult literacy? So how did it get this bad? Well, in its roots, this is a social justice issue. Education has always been a privilege, not a right. Since our independence, America has been a nation dedicated to the advancement of rich white men. The ability to read was a privilege given only to those who could afford it. This preserved a class system used to keep minorities at the bottom. In 1831, following a slave revolt, all slave states besides Tennessee, Maryland, and Kentucky made it illegal for slaves to read or write. The sad part is, this isn't surprising. From segregated schools with old textbooks, to fewer resources given to inner city schools, this narrative of less chances given to the children of color is sewn into the fabric of our country. Many people believe it really isn't that deep. Just teach your kids to read at home. To this I say, I wish it was that easy. But in reality, it is never that simple. Studies show children of white-collar families hear 215,000 words compared to the 125,000 heard by blue-collar families and the 62,000 heard by welfare families. By the time you're 3, roughly 85% of the brain's core structure is formed. So why are we working towards keeping those at the bottom permanently there? It seems so obvious to most that this is more than just a school issue. If we want the equal treatment and advancement of all, we need to look at our priorities. And that's the tea, sisters.
12th grade book.
Oh my God, you should have stopped! Administration led by Betsy Devos So let's talk to my resident Black person. Thank you, Minky Minjaj, for joining us today. Affect the Black community. So let's talk to my resident Black person. Thank you. It's not on. Minjaj for joining us. Detrimental to the future leaders of tomorrow, particularly those. Stay, Minky. In a country where...
Like my wig. Receipt, show, poem, and toe. Hear me say devoid of trickery. Daughter laughter, interpretor, typhoid, measles, taupe sales, aisles, exiles, similes, and reveals, scholar, vicars, and cigar.
Y'all trying to call me a roach, but forget the cock part? Being illiterate was never cute, baby. Who told your poor soul that?